Hey there, today I'm gonna show you how to make a swirly shape like this on Sketchup. So first, because it's round, we're going to make a circle, and then on top of the circle, we're going to make just one of the swirly bits. Because once we make one of the swirls, we can just copy it all the way around the circle. And just remember that you can change the number of segments in your curve and the number of segments in your circle to make it appropriate for what you need. So when making this curve right now, I find it easy to first draw out how the shape is supposed to look like 2D and then bring it into 3D after. So this is kind of like the cross section of the shape. And I'm drawing it out of curves. I've made it a component so that I can make it once and then copy it over as many times as I need to. Once I'm done, you're gonna see that I'm exploding all the curves now so that I can move each one of these segments individually without having the whole curve try to change shape and mess everything up. And here is where I turn it from a 2D shape into a 3D swirl. So I basically select the whole thing except for one segment at the bottom, and then I use the circle I've made to rotate it about the axis I want. And then I deselect one segment and I keep going on, and you can see what I'm doing here so that it ends up in kind of a 3D swirly shape. Now all that remains is to go to the bottom of the swirl and draw a circle or whatever shape you want, orthogonal to the line, and then use the follow me tool to bring it all the way up. And here basically, if you saw in the original shape, there were swirls going both directions and one was on the inside of the other and it was a bit smaller. So all I'm doing here now is copying this component and flipping it along one axis and scaling it down so it fits inside the first swirl. And now all that's left to do is to just copy these over and over and rotate them until I get as many as I need. And that's pretty much it. The rest is just fairly simple shapes. Here you can see I'm making the door by making like an outside kind of shape and putting it through a few of the swirls and then making the swirls unique so that what I do doesn't carry over to every other swirl in this kind of cage. And I basically just intersect the swirls with this other shape I've made, and then so I can select the parts inside the intersections, make it a component, and then that just becomes the door by itself. So for anything with radial symmetry, you can use the same technique. So you basically just find one part of the circle or one part of the round thing you have, make it once, and then make it into a component and copy it over and over until you have your full shape. It's pretty useful for other things. So yeah, I hope you found this helpful. If you liked it, maybe subscribe, and thanks for watching.